Hello and welcome to MachiaVillain. It's a new game I just got recently. I'm thinking of doing a let's play of this game. It's a kind of a horror house builder. It's a little bit like Prison Architect, a little bit like Oxygen Not Included. It's a whole lot of fun. You can see I've been playing this for 43 in-game days now. I've actually managed to kill 60 victims, and the idea is you build a house. You've got a lovely pretty red door. It's irresistible to your victims, so it draws them in, and in order to rank up in the game you have certain objectives to be promoted in the League of Villains. At the moment my latest objective is to kill 80 victims. I'm up to 60, and to build 2 closed rooms of the victim type, which I've managed to do. And then you get rewarded with another slot for hiring minions to come and work in your mansion. And you also get gold coins. At the moment I have quite a few gold coins. These are my 2 victim rooms, and each of these items, head candle, or the, let's see if I can click on that one, just the general candelabra, give your room evilness. So, you know, you need to have evilness to make sure that your minions stay loyal to you. So they get prestige and evilness from each room that they move through. So in here, this dark wooden flooring gives a certain level of prestige. So we can actually look at our evilness map, and it will tell you, you know, just how evil your mansion is, and the prestige map as well. So green is obviously really good. So I need to do some work in here. We have maintenance areas for the mansion too, so you get fires in the mansion, and you also need to clean up blood as well. Let's see if I can get off that. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Don't know what's happened there. The prestige map has stayed lit. There we go, I've taken it off now. That's cool. So the firefighting area, you have to zone an area to make sure that you put out fires as soon as anything happens. Your minions can start fires, and so can storms. You can be struck by lightning, so that's cool. And also, you need to clean up blood, because victims, if they see blood, they will scarper. They will get scared, and they will run away, and you won't be able to kill them, so you'll miss out on a meal. And I've just realised there was a few areas there that weren't covered by the area, so that's cool. You can give all of your minions different jobs. Green here is how loyal your minion is, so anything above 80, this one's 89 for Dana, they're really happy, and then sort of average, and then they can go red as well, and they can become disloyal, and they'll actually cause you problems, so they will set fire to stuff, and I don't know what else they might do. I haven't had any problems with loyalty at the moment. And you can set jobs, and the thing with the jobs is highest priority this end, lowest at this end. Now if I wanted to train up my minions, I would build a training room, and I would bump the priority up by dragging it up here, and then that would be the highest priority job. If any of these were selected, that would be the highest priority job, and they'd do that first. So at the moment I've got 2 minions on maintenance, and that's the most important job that they can do. Eloise is then supposed to put out fires, then she's supposed to dig into the rock, and then do lab work if there is nothing else to do. So you can sort these in any particular order that you need. So at the beginning, building, chopping wood, digging into rock is really important. So that would probably be moved up to a higher priority. As it stands, I've got a lot of the building done. As you can see, it's got quite a big mansion at the moment. So I've actually moved building down here to behind digging in the rock and chopping wood. So at the moment I am trying to, you'll see that I've got a lot of people on digging in the rock. Oh, we've got some victims coming soon. I'm trying to get the resources up. This is the resource list that you've got here. All of these things are storage. We'll go into this in just a second. Right, we've got an hour until our victims come. We'll just talk through how this works before I tell you about the storage and the different rooms that you can build. But I'm thinking of doing a let's play of this because it is a really fun game. But I just wanted to give you a really quick look first. So I haven't really planned
Victims are coming.
what I was going to say today. I just loaded the game. I've been playing it for a while and I thought, well, I'll just do a quick video. So if I miss anything, I do apologise. And I've got a really sore throat again today, so not ideal. Oh dear, we've got the merchant coming and we've got some victims on the way. Now they're lured in here. Oh, how interesting. Right, we need to attack.
Ah!
And attack again.
Ah!
Okay, now they were in attack mode now. I'm going to put them back to resume their jobs. And they'll carry on doing their jobs in the order that they're supposed to do them in. I'll come back to that in a second. We've got the merchant outside. This is where we can buy goods using our gold coins. We can actually buy a victim for 1,000 gold. I don't think that's really worth it. What have we got here? Purple mushroom. Nope. Strength potion? I think I'll buy a strength potion. And the merchant will actually just drop these all on the floor as well. So, and I've just bought some small health potions. How am I doing for bones? I could probably do with some bones. Let's buy 10 bones. And then the rest of the food is stuff like smoked blood, so it doesn't go off. It's been smoked in the smoker. Smoked brains, smoked meat. Cooked blood, cooked meat and cooked brains, they go off after a while, so do need to make sure we manage the inventory up here. But I think that'll do for the merchant, and he'll just dump everything on the floor, so it's quite interesting the way it's done. Now because I've got all these jobs scheduled, people will just get on with things, so the main thing is they clean up the blood. The home office is where we write letters and send them out to victims to lure them into the mansion. Extinguish fire is pretty self-explanatory. If we have a lightning storm or something happens to set the mansion on fire, everybody will man hoses and try and put the fire out. We've got a factory where we manufacture things like stone bricks and planks and gears and steel plates as well. We've got a kitchen where we smoke the food, and we can actually get a cooker as well, which I haven't bought yet. I think we have to research it, or there was a reason I haven't bought it yet, maybe materials. And then we've got the so these are the sort of building activities, so getting resources from the rock. You can get just standard stone, you can get gold nuggets, and you can get metal chunks as well. Chopping wood is done by equipping the axe down here and selecting a tree to chop. And you can get two types of wood. We can get normal logs of wood and we can get evil wood, and these are the evil trees. And you do need to be careful with these. They fight back. So as you're trying to chop them down, they will actually fight back. Now I've got Franklin here, and he is equipped with a fencing mask, and that actually shields him from some of the damage. So I've just paused the game, by the way, that's why the screen's gone. like this. But he will actually be able to chop these down without taking too much damage. So you can equip all sorts of things that you can buy from different places, or you get rewarded occasionally with. So there's a lot to this game. It's a lot of fun. And then we've got building. So they'll use the resources necessary to build the items that you select, and I'll show you the building in the construction menu in a moment. We've got a lab, and you will research different things in there. Storing resources is basically the minions going out and collecting what people have chopped up or dug into, or even gold coins and body parts left on the street, so that kind of thing. Collecting plants, I found that quite handy early on. I went out and collected a load of mushrooms, and it just gives you a bit of a backup for food. A refill. This is for when you build things like traps, and you might need to refill something within the trap. And then training, as I said before, this is something you build. I'll show you here. You build a dummy, a training dummy, and it takes 100 normal planks and 100 evil wood planks, and it will actually help the minions to skill up basically their fighting skills. Okay, so the factory, we get a basic workshop, and it needs metal and wood, and that is here. And you can craft planks of wood, you can craft planks of evil wood, and steel plates. And the way you do that, if I do that there, you can produce an individual quantity by these different numbers here, or you can maintain a stockpile of those items, or you can produce them indefinitely, so they'll just keep churning out those items. I found this to be the most useful method, so maintain a certain quantity. And what I generally tend to do is I have a look in construction. I want to build the advanced research bench next, and I need 40 steel plates, 20 cogs, and 1,000 stone bricks. So in the factory here, I have made sure that we've got 40 steel plates, and then we've got another item in the factory, which is this bench, manufacturing workshop, and this is where you build the stone bricks. So actually I can probably cancel that because it looks like they're going to build another 500. We've got 860 there. And you can build cogs and gold nuggets, and you can transform them into gold coins from gold nuggets. So yeah, so those are the sort of two manufacturing items. That's in construction in the factory. So I've built those two things. The next thing I want to build is in the laboratory. I've got the research bench, but I want the advanced research bench. Now, this research bench here lets you build research points. I've got it set at the moment on keeping 20 in stock, and you use these research points in this menu here to actually unlock these items. Now I've got 5 items in stock. I've unlocked the printing press, but I can't do the internet computer until I do the next research machine. I need 10 for floor and wall decorations. I need 15 for fighting and healing, and I need 20 for skeleton turrets. Now, how many have I got it set to? Maintain 20, right. Okay, research then. So I think I'll unlock that next. So this will unlock some more types of flooring and wall decorations. Okay, so that's research. We've seen area. We've seen the information maps. Now add campaigns. You have to build a desk, a writing desk. Again, the same kind of produce a certain quantity, produce a stockpile, or produce them indefinitely. You have to write letters. They have a cost. and they cost, I think it's a certain amount of wood and gold coins to craft a letter. It's one of the jobs in the job list here, and they will stockpile them all up, and then once you've got enough, you can actually select an ad campaign for today. I've got 11 letters in stock. I only need 10 because I've got this. You've won a luxury holiday cruise, and it will lure in 3 basic victims. The basic victims will drop gold coins, brains, meat, blood and bones, and possibly some extra gold coins. Okay, so I've actually got this active, and they will pick up the letters. One of the minions will pick up the letters from here once they're completed, and use a little bike and bike them into this mailbox here. And then sometime after, the victims will arrive, and as you can see, we did actually get some gold coins dropped by our lovely victims. I'm going to carry on the game for a second because I'm just aware that I've not done anything for a little while. So we've got our research going. I'm really waiting to unlock this, and I'm not far off the number of stone bricks that are required, so I just need 1,000 of those. At the moment, I'm just wondering what's going to happen when they get to 500 there, so we'll wait and see. Okay, now in the kitchen we have butcher's tables, and this is where they chop up the body parts, as you can see, into brains and pieces of meat and bones and whatnot. And then in here we have a smoker. This is something you have to research, you have to build. I can't remember how much it took. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, metal and stone, so I don't think I did need to research it. It was just a matter of mining enough metal and mining enough stone, and that was available. And you can basically, again, produce a certain quantity, maintain, or produce indefinitely. I've just got it on maintain 8 for the moment. It seems to work okay. And these things here are food storage, so these ones look like mouths. Then we've got material storage in here, and then we've got gold storage as well, gold coins and circuit boards and nuggets and that sort of stuff. And then this one, which I don't think I'm using as much as the others, stores all of your equipment and vinyl records, healing potions and other potions, necklaces, tapes, books, pendants, charms. You can see just how much there is in this game. Really haven't even got to half of what's available, even though I've kind of done quite a lot of building already. We need to give the minions a table to sit at and a chair. Again, this gives prestige, but they will bring over the food and they will eat. And they've all got their own particular type of food that they like. Yes, food per day. Bones for the skeleton. We've got a zombie, needs brains, and we've got a mummy, needs meat. And then we've got a psychopath, and they have brains as well. Within this menu, that's their life points, their loyalty level, so he's not really that happy. Their particular traits, how resistant they are, poison and bleeding, and this one is a loyalty bump as well. Their loyalty level, so he's not happy because he's had his sleep interrupted. So what I generally tend to do when that happens is I send him to sleep. And he's not happy because he doesn't have another psychopath to chat with. And then these are the jobs and their walking speeds. And he's the best chef we've got, so. And then you also level up each individual minion as well. And once they get the experience up to there, they'll level up and you'll get another set of points that you can actually spend here on their abilities or bump up their stamina. and special upgrades that you can unlock here too. I've sort of started doing that on a 1 or 2. No, not that one. Let's see if it's a skeleton. No, one of them is definitely... Here we go. So the zombie grab, they've got a grab upgrade and a power upgrade for the grab as well. So that will actually reduce their stamina needs when they're grabbing a victim. There's all sorts of massive things to unlock that I haven't really got to just yet. There's a lot to this game. It's a lot more than you think. Down here you can see the equipment slots that they've got. So I've equipped the psychopath with a knife, a kitchen knife, and the mask that I talked about earlier. And you can actually give them consumable items as well. Now I've got a couple of consumable items in stock. I've got healing potions. What are you? Oh, what's that one? Strength potion and dexterity potion. And you can actually have them equipped on each minion, and then during a fight, which I presume the fights get more difficult in the future, you can choose to deploy that particular potion to give them a sort of boost within the fighting. Now I'm just placing another storage here because I've noticed that they haven't gone to the road here where the merchant dropped all this stuff off. They haven't put it away, and I think that's because there's nowhere for them to put this. So I'm just going to prioritise building of that first. So how are we doing? We're nearly at 1,000 stone. We've got the steel plates, we've got the cogs. Once we get to 1,000 stone, I'm going to build this next advanced research bench, which will be pretty awesome. In the kitchen as well, you can build a stove, you can build a skeleton table. I don't know what that gives. I think it's just a prestige boost. Rather than these wooden ones, you get a skeleton table and a skeleton chair. Okay. The home office, oh, right, victims are coming. Okay, keep an eye on that. You have to place a writing desk at the very beginning. It's just the default start of the game thing. But you can actually craft a printing press, you can craft a computer, and you can craft a phone. So I've done both the factory items. In the bedrooms you can craft particular beds based on the minion types, a tomb and a superior bed. We've also got a healing machine which we need to research, and a chemistry bench.
Victims are coming.
Right, let's get everybody into the home office. And we'll wait for the victims to arrive. And we'll dispatch them. Where are you going? Oh, damn it. So you have to put them in... Ah. Yikes, somebody's killed one of the victims outside of the mansion. Now when that happens, and I think... Oh. Yeah. I think there are some baddies that are out in the world. So they've escaped, so I'm going to get them back to do their jobs. So when they're killed outside, it raises your suspicion meter here. When it gets high, at the moment my suspicion level is okay. It's a little bit higher than it should be. That white line there indicates the ideal sort of level. That ticks down over time, and the suspicion rating drops. If it gets too high, you actually get, where there's little people there, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get heroes come in, and they will actually storm the mansion and try and kill any minions that they come across. You can fight them. I've only had I've had one set of 2 heroes come the last time they arrived. But usually you get 1 hero at a time, and they're fairly easy to take out, so But I imagine it gets a lot more difficult down the line. Okay, what else did we... we were looking at things to construct. So I'd like to do the training dummy soon, but I'm really working on this advanced research bench. We're only 30 stone bricks away from it. We've got all our beds, we've got the factory sorted, we've looked at the kitchen. I need to do the stove as well. I don't know if that gives them better quality food, I'm not sure. The phone, the computer, okay, the printing press. Send publications to lure your victims inside your mansion, and you can email spam. So that enables you to email spam. That's quite funny. Okay, in the room we will unlock more floor and wall types. We can unlock a hidden door. We can build a hidden door. We need to use some cogs and steel plates and some planks and bricks for that, so I haven't done that just yet. But the idea there is you could have a room here that built on, I don't know, somewhere here. You could have a hidden wall. All your minions could stand in here and then they could actually burst out and surprise the victims, because these doors will allow the victims to walk through. I've just realised there's no floor under there. The victims can walk through these doors and just explore the mansion if you're not careful. So if you leave them alone too long, they'll go wandering around your mansion. But those hidden doors, they don't know they're there. So it's a great way of sort of having everybody, you know, I'll probably replace this door here with a hidden door. So the victims sort of come in through the main door, they can go into that room, they can go into this sort of mini corridor, but they wouldn't know there's anything else in this area, so it's pretty good. These are the items you can build in any room.
Research done.
I'm going to pause it again. We can build a sculpture, a demoniac clock, stone blood fountain, I think that's pretty good, a gold blood fountain, a spiny plant and a tongue plant, a bat in a cage, fish tank with piranha, skull head candles, they're fairly cheap, I've got them all over the place, normal candles, and then there's all the storage. I do need to build a chest for my gold, rather than having it all stored in these individual storage places. I need to put some chests around the place, so we'll get that sorted. And these are all the victim items. So we've got an animated tooth, because you can lure dentists in, an arcade cabinet, vending machine, a luxury watch display stand. I think that's aimed at the tourists. This is probably aimed at the geeks. A jacuzzi, again the tourists. The fire hydrants. Now this is to move the dogs away from the owner, because they'll go straight for a fire hydrant and separate from their owner. Now there's rules to this game. You must kill them all. Kill them only when they're alone. You get a bonus of plus 50 for that. Kill the virgin last, although there you go. Kill them at night, and do not kill the dog ever. So if you get some victims arrive with dogs, you really want to get those dogs away from the owner. You never want to kill the dog, so that's why you need that fire hydrant. So we need to unlock that. Bookshelf is for the geeks, and TV is for, you know, jocks, basic victims. It tells you on each one the types of victims that will be attracted to that area. And then we've also got, there's so much to this game, we've also got traps, we've got rotating walls, a rotating wall for a virgin, rotating wall for bankers, they carry a lot of money, a spiderweb wall, a saw wall, that's fantastic, I can't wait to try that, a pushing wall, a spike floor, a conveyor belt, and a giant spider attractor. So lots still to build. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface. So we've done ad campaigns, we've kind of looked at research. Crypt. Now, crypt is where you unlock slots to build, to add more people into your minion team. You can post job offers. I've got 1140 Evillium, and you spend that on unlocking different things in here. We could increase our crypt level and unlock different types of monsters. So we've got, at the moment, we've got zombies, mummies, skeletons, psychopaths. You can unlock werewolves, Dracula, toxic, Frankenstein, pumpkin, Medusa, Dr. Frankenstein. That's the monster, that's the doctor. Tyre, and a clown. And all of these have got different sort of skills and requirements for food, life, and different fighting skills as well. So I've barely even touched the surface on Crypt. I really haven't looked. How are we doing? We're on to 64 out of 80 before we level up again. You've got an archive of all the messages that you receive, which I think is quite nice, so you can always go back and look. This number here is the number of days that your food reserves will last for. So I'm going to cancel that ad campaign because we've got 9 days worth of food. Let's eat some of this food up before we do anything. What is that? Oh, cogs. Nice. We've got enough bricks, so let's build this research bench. Nice. Okay, so we'll gather everybody. Let's Control A to select everybody. And let's say build that first, please. We want you to stop what you're doing, anybody who's on building, and come and build this first. So there's a few shortcut keys. They're not in the settings here, but there's a few shortcut keys. We've got different speeds. We can pause it with space, normal speed, and if we press F it'll go to triple speed, or you can manually select double speed. Control A selects everybody. Trying to think what else there was. I think J does something, but I can't remember. No, I can't remember. But I'm quite excited to see this build. We'll have a look at that, and that's probably where I'm going to leave this one. I kind of rambled on a little bit. I haven't really done a great job of explaining everything very clearly, but just wanted to sort of give you a bit of an overview. I might just set some people to do a bit of digging because we're going to need some more stone. We've got 460 stone at the moment. So what I've done is I've gone down into here and just selected dig the rock, and we're going to need some wood. So let's look for some trees. There's a bit of a fog of war here, so you can't see anything unless the minion walks down into that area. Where's a good spot? We've got victims on the way. Let's pause that because I'm really not sure what's going on at the moment. Let's chop that tree. We've got any more? We've got one down here. That'll do for the moment. Let's have a look what this is. These minions want to join my team, and my team, because my name is Mittens, I've changed it to Splittums for this game, which I thought was quite cool. Okay, we've got Lula. Oh, Kirsten. What is Kirsten? A toxin master. Oh, there's a werewolf. Werewolves are strong and can kill in a single attack, but they are almost always angry. They've got quite a high life, but they will be very disloyal. And what's this? A tyre? I've never heard of a tyre. With psychic powers. Late for its own death, easy going. That doesn't look too bad. They need blood. Price. Oh, I can't afford that person. Right, we're going to not pick any of these people, but you can see we're starting to unlock some of these types of minions, so that's cool. So I need more money before we can get new people. Okay. So I think actually this is where I'm probably going to leave this one. I'm going to carry on building this mansion out and playing the game. It's absolutely addictive. I bought it yesterday, Thursday, and put it on just to see what it was like, make sure it ran okay. And about 2 hours later I was still there playing it. So, and you can see I've played a little bit more of it. I'm up to day 45. I'm having a lot of fun. There's so much to do, so much to unlock. I'm really excited to get this built. In fact, maybe we'll just wait for that to be done, because that would be fun to see what that looks like. The graphics are fantastic. I've been told it's very similar to RimWorld, but I've never played RimWorld. I don't know that game very well at all, so I don't know if it is familiar.
Victims are coming.
Similar. Right, we need to put them all in attack mode. Let's put them all in the office. And there's the research bench. My goodness, look at that. That's fantastic. Right, looks like we've got some victims. They're going to come in this time. Let's get them all in first. Oh, right. Should be another one. Okay, back to your normal jobs, please. And they'll carry on cleaning up and stuff. Let's have a look at this bench then. What can we do in here? Let's stockpile 50 of those. Research-wise, that's all in the laboratory, so that's great. Anybody who is tasked to do that, let's make that a higher priority. So you've got this here. You can turn the room off, or the item off in the room, and you can actually set the priority as well. Why that's not letting me do that? Let's leave that on normal. Yeah, that's gone to high. It just didn't show the selection. Look at that! It's fantastic. Oh, it's so good. Look how much you can zoom in as well. My suspicion levels jumped up a little bit, but we've gone up to 67 victims. We only need 80 to level up. Oh geez, right, they've got to do some things with this body here. But you can see just how addictive it is. There's always something to do. It's a bit of micromanaging, but when you get a bit bored with doing one thing, there's something else to go and do. So it's very interesting. I really like it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little overview. Hope I didn't ramble on too much. I didn't plan on doing this today, but I just thought, well, I've been playing it, I've enjoyed it. I'll do a little sneak peek, a little quick look, and maybe I'll do a Let's Play series. I'll see how well received this video is. You can let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. It looks a very interesting game, and I can't wait to get building more rooms, and I would probably do things slightly differently if I started a new game, so that will be interesting. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I've built each minion individual rooms. To start with, I put them all in one room, and Eloise really didn't like being woken up when people came into the room while she was sleeping on her own. So they go to bed at different times, so that's something to be aware of. Build them their own individual bedrooms and they'll be much happier. And these tables to eat their food on, they'll be very happy then. And they don't need a table each, just enough. Anyway, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.